Okay, so this is going to be a quick side-by-side comparison of a stock Kawasaki Z900 seat and a Corbin seat. A Corbin seat just came in the mail, and figured I'd start off on the bottom end just to kind of see the difference of construction and material. So kind of looking at the Kawasaki seat, the first thing that jumps out are the staples that kind of connects the seat fabric to the actual seat mold, and it's I guess a regular plastic that they use. You can see sort of the locations for where the seat kind of connects to the bike. A couple rubber cushions and a little foam cushion there. You can actually see some of the foam that's sticking through. But yeah, it's the regular seat. Then you look at the Corbin mold, you immediately notice it's a denser material that they use for the mold. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it's a pretty solid piece. And the one thing I was impressed with are the kind of rivets that they use to connect the seat material to the actual mold itself. It also has some rubber kind of cushions, for where the seat kind of connects or sits on the metal frame to absorb some of those impacts. Just the fit and finish of this I'm really impressed with. Even on the bottom end, real solid materials. And of course these things are customizable. Corbin's website actually is a bit misleading. When you first go to it, you almost think you don't have many options, but you literally have unlimited options. I think some of the default seat patterns that they show aren't impressive. I looked at the Corbin seats a while ago when I was comparing them with Louis Moto, and the default pattern options that they show, I was like, don't really like that. But once I gave it another look and used the customizer, you can customize the top, the sides, and this little welt, as they call it. So I have a black and white motorcycle, so I was going for kind of subtle look. You can get kind of stitching on the seats. I was thinking about doing, maybe a diamond pattern or something, but I decided to keep it simple. So this is, I think, the bomber leather jacket type of design for the top. Kind of subtle side, and just a little bit of kind of color with the trim piece and kind of set it apart from the rest of the bike. You can see it's a bit wider, deeper. It's a little different profile as well. It looks good on the bike. One thing that they did make a mistake on is not doing the logo in black. I requested that the logo stitching be in black, so it'd be pretty subtle. I immediately called them, and they were gonna let me send this thing back. But after I was looking at it, like, goodness gracious, this is a really nice construction. It'd be a shame to send this back, have it all ripped apart just to have the stitching redone. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little fabric pen, black pen, and darken that, and so this will kind of blend in the background. But I still have the option to send it back. Actually, they have great customer service. I have essentially a year, to change my mind. But it's a little small detail, but otherwise I think the fit and finish of this thing is great. Okay, so the Corbin seat I just ordered, there was a mix-up with the logo. As you can see, the logo is in that contrasting, like, silver color. And I wanted it in black because I didn't want it to stand out. I wanted it to be subtle. So they offered to take it back and, you know, rip the thing apart and, you know, give me all new stitching. But what I decided to do was just go get a fabric marker. Let's see, black. So I'll just kind of go over the silver stitching in black and see how that works out. I'm quite sure it'll give me the same look I was going for originally. So I already had this bar top covered in a bunch of art stuff, so it seemed like a good place to do this little mini arts and crafts project. So let's go ahead and color this thing in. Yep, so it turned out perfectly. Couple minutes, fabric marker, you know, blacked out the logo, so no need to send it back, even though I did have that as an option. So again, you know, great customer service with Corbin. But yeah, next let's go ahead and get this thing on the bike.